And welcome guys to another adventure into that. So we have took a look at the Twilight Theater's first act, which is all the way up there, and he's asking us to watch the 3 other acts and then watch the final. But between episodes, I went on and searched for multiple materials and also character ascension materials and of course primogems. But right now I have something more important to do than just watch shows, which is the first time I have ever gotten to floor 11.3, because the last run 11.3 was rift and I couldn't defeat them at all. So right now I'm just going to show you guys what it is, which is pretty simple. Prepare to meet the wrath of... That's that for now. Man, actually the Thunder Manifestation as a boss inside the Spiral Abyss is still pretty hard, but just putting 8 rift hounds and slicing you, that's in comparison, that's way much worse. Alright, let's get to story watching.
The dragon flew off and briefly rested at the gate.
Where are the guards? Are they too terrified to face their fate?
As the evil dragon made no attempts to move or hide, the princess and her entourage quickly arrived. The Princess Loyal Knight was the first to spot the creature, for he always rode far ahead.
How dare the dragon be insolent as such? I pledge before the king to not let the princess come to harm. Mayhap our tactician can succeed with his wits and charm. Legends have it that he's the ultimate survivor. If he can ward against dangers with fastidious care, we need not recklessly suffer. Without a plan, we should not pull the trigger.
The loyal servant passed the message in a voice barely higher than a whisper. While the evil dragon rests, we will draw up a plan. Upon those words, she approached carefully so the dragon would ignore her steps.
The tactician is correct. We require a plan before we fight. Thanks to my servant's far-sighted work, we have seized the initiative.
Oh, your highness honors me. I was simply doing my duty.
Placing the saddle on the right horse is the way of the world. Take your praise with pride. The tactician has fallen behind. Why does he falter? Did he get entangled in a struggle?
He promised to quell all draconic cataclysms. Perhaps he is torn between myriad schemes.
Through all faith and cynicism, the cautious tactician remained silent, his face one of dismay and gloom.
Oh, tactician, the dragon beckons. Please enlighten us about the stratagem.
Stratagem? No stratagem can be perfected so quickly for a situation this grave. More time is vital.
This merciful enlightened one shall grant thee all the time in the world. Only at dusk will I call the dust to settle.
Hark! The evil dragon speaks! It was simply feigning sleep to lure us into peril.
Attendant B shook where he stood, stopping just short from falling to his knees. He muttered and apologized, then ran away to the gate without hesitation. The princess and her loyal servant rushed off to find him, while the dragon broke into laughter.
If the king had chosen to appease me, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy such a scene.
Leaving behind her tactician-seeking servant, the princess returned alone to keep the dragon under guard.
If a mirage belies the tactician's wisdom, what may I call on to keep my kingdom safe? The element of surprise fades. The dragon now lies calmly in wait. The tactician has lost his nerve, yet my servant followed in pursuit. Shockingly, open city gates greet me where guards should have stood.
An old guard arrived. Though he was quite visibly drunk, his footsteps were surprisingly steady.
If you ask me, this time of peace is truly fantastic. What with food and wine and beauties. The aristocrats have never known our hardships. The searing sun and the chilling wind. Dragons, tacticians, what a boatload of nonsense. My eyes are dim now, and my ears ring. Why did they send me out to the front lines to take on a dragon?
Though the young guard learned much from his senior, he hasn't forgotten his wish to defend the kingdom.
For the princess, I must fight! With everyone gone, I am the last line of defense! I must save the kingdom from... oh, my belly. Could it be? No, not right now.
Did he just run off? Must have been the food. The show must go on. Should I find someone to take his place?
What? Why did the guard run away? The show hasn't finished yet. The narrator said they'll have to find a replacement. Shall we go look for one? Ah! There's a real guard over there! Let's go and ask him! Excuse me, did you see an actor running away?
Of course! How ridiculous. How could he waste such a great opportunity? If only it was me. I've always wanted to perform in a show, but I never got the chance.
Wait! Isn't this just perfect?
They need to find someone to replace the guard who ran away. And wait, are you asking me for directions, Arnold?
Well, I've seen them rehearse, but I'm still not a real actor.
But you are a real guard? The other guy suddenly disappeared just as he got to, I am the last line of defense!
And now no one is going to save the kingdom.
We can't let that stand! As a guard, isn't it also your duty to protect the audience's wish to enjoy the play?
That's true, but...
It's always been your dream to perform on a stage! People are waiting! There's no time to hesitate! Let's bring him over!
My line should be... Look here, dragon!
Very well, very well. Let this enlightened one see if you have any battle prowess to back up that shout.
The loyal servant finally returned just as the terrible fight was about to break out.
The tactician's trail fades, but the guard should carry his weight. No, I should have led him into battle. I was still way too late.
The late arrival let out a resigned sigh, even as the dragon raised the stakes. Though the young guard fought with valor, the cunning dragon still snapped up the prize in one take.
Oh, if I had worked harder during training, I wouldn't feel so helpless today.
Though my appetite remains healthy, you did well to quench my cravings. The portions were modest, yet the taste remained rather satisfying. If the appetizers had already entertained me so, surely the main dish would cast a spell.
Thus again satisfied, the proud dragon licked its mouth and leisurely flew off. Still vowing to defeat the dragon, the princess followed the trail. The servant continued at his pace, shouldering all burdens without fail. Though the slayer scorned the servant, the loyal man paid it no mind.
If I bore his tools and freed his mind, perhaps a victory he shall find. He bears the sword of destiny, the blade of the chosen one. He will raise it before the dragon, and victory will follow in time.
As if hearing his thoughts, the dragon descended upon a village.
Let me see, let me find... Is my golden dream right at hand?
Oh, dragon, no one would laugh at you if you were to flee in fear.
The human realizes not how comical he and his words appear.
Wise and merciful as I am, I will refrain from taking the bait. However, I pray you will live to regret what you say.
For a dull human, you sure have a sharp tongue. Let's see it then, if among heroes you truly belong.
The princess has also finally caught up with her attendants.
It should be my duty to banish the dragon.
Your Highness, your permission to charge? With my blade and extensive experience, I will take this dragon apart.
Permission granted. Be on your guard.
I once slew a poisonous dragon and took this most precious reward. This cloak lets me evade any type of regard. I will bide my time and find the moment to strike the heart.
Ah, and here I thought you were privy to some special art. Did you plan to flee all along and have only been waiting for a chance to depart?
If the slayer put on his cloak and walked into the crowd, who would be able to tell him apart?
Dragon, how dare you slander my name? Despite my patience and mercy, you have shown no shame. Bitter regret will be yours after I take aim.
By all means, please, go on. This enlightened one cannot wait to play your game.
Let's take it over there.
Silently acknowledging the request, the dragon twisted its features into a benevolent smile. In a flash, the dragon landed at the promised place. The princess and her loyal servant immediately followed apace. But the slayer remained rooted in place, as he somehow lost his faith.
Evil dragon, you'll see what I'm made of. I've climbed mountains, crossed lakes, traversed dungeons, and defeated your kin. To finally obtain this sword, the Blade of Fate. Leave now, otherwise this razor-sharp blade will cut you into pieces.
What must be a shining myth to you is but trivial babble to me. I will settle and not even move 2 feet. Attack as you please.
Simple villagers gathered to witness the scene. Many were fascinated by the blade's myth. A farmer came forward to try out the blade, but others wondered if hands that had only held a pitchfork could even grasp the hilt.
Huh? Why am I on stage? Why is everyone staring at me?
I consider myself a fit man. A match for knights from the palace. I thought I was strong enough, but I couldn't even shake it.
The farmer used all his strength, but the sword remained in place. As for the princess and her servant, they also declined to try their faith. The dragon observed intently, but its patience finally wore away.
Alas, I've grown tired of words and charades. When will a puny human finally save the day? Take the blade and strike me down, if you mean what you say.
A mighty dragon slayer shan't do your bidding.
A dragon slayer? You are but a charlatan. Drop your pretense and ask the child. Even he can see through you.
Could the dragon's words be true? And there is no true dream under those layers of armor.
A dragon bigger than those from the rhymes, but I won't be scared. That shiny armor, why does it click? His mouth is open, why does he not speak?
Though I'm not hungry, this snack's been delivered straight to my door.
The dragon's huge mouth instantly swallowed the Slayer's dream.
It's just as I expected. Long rotten dreams make for terrible food. This bad apple taste. What a disgrace.
The Slayer was also defeated.
So the tales of past battles did not hold up.
The dragon again departed the scene, leaving only the bewildered Slayer in his wake.
And the final crusade shall finally be taking place in Immernachtreich's room. For the next 2 parts of the show, I'll show it in the next part, or where we meet.
Hello. May the animal...
As long as a dream awaits, we are going to get her. Even though the polls didn't show my fate, Lumina's tired, and today's time has been used up. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and also leave a comment. And if you can't do so, make sure to also tap that subscribe button and also bell, because you wouldn't want to miss out the final adventures of the princess, do you? Anyways guys, thank you again, and you see you all next time.